for being here with us. Now we are going to start with the press conference. We are going to start with one question in the room. Rabia, you have the first questions.
Hey everyone, so sorry for the loss today. My question is
Rabia?
pretty simple. What exactly? Can you guys
We are
hear
going
me?
to start with one question on the call, and then we are moving on the room, okay?
Oh, okay. Sorry. My
Rabia?
bad.
No, we can't hear you. Let me know when your mic is okay. So we are going to start with one question here in the room. Nerds?
Again, sorry. Hello, my name is Nerdscast, independent journalist and commentator from the States. Sorry for the loss. I know, first matchup here. This question goes to Josh RT and Valen. During this tournament, there have been a lot of like really aggressive teams. And I know that talking to you guys in Americas, you sometimes have the mentality of like goldfish brain and like trying to remedy some of those situations. Are you guys going to be focusing on that going forward? How are you going to deal with some of these more aggressive teams?
Yeah, I mean, goldfish just implies that we had to move on. Obviously, we wanted to win that match, and a lot of those rounds like could have went our favor. But at the same time, like we're kind of warming up into this game or into this tournament, unlike the other teams are coming up. So like I kind of anticipate this would happen, not to this level, but like now it's do or die. Go through the lower bracket, make sure the urgency is up there. And so the next day will be a lot of focus on making sure like our fundamentals are in order, our disciplines in order. We can anticipate the aggressive plays that they're running in this meta. So yeah, I mean, I felt like we were grasping that a little bit towards the end. We're anticipating some of their aggressive plays, but like it was a little too late, I would say, and we didn't have enough room.
What he said.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Thank you. Rabia, can you try again, please?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, maybe
Hello?
you have a problem because we can't hear
Yeah.
Rabia, but the people on the call side that they can hear it. Arna, can you hear? Can you talk also?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Give us 1 minute, please. Okay, give us 1 minute. So this. Meanwhile, can you go with the next question, please?
Hey guys, Bodor here. I have a question for Joss RT and Valen. So round 14 on split was when the table started turning in PRX's favor. What made PRX's attacking side so difficult to counter?
The way they approached their B exec, how they kind of pumped out a lot of our util and then threw a lot of like fake TPs, misdirection on me. I've never experienced before. I've always been a very confident player in being able to hold my site, and I have a lot of pride in that. But I kind of failed on that point, and so it started opening up a lot of the A rounds where we were kind of overcompensating towards the B side because of the exposure they were putting on there, which then opened up A, and they had a good post plant protocol, so kind of lost out there. Learning game for me, especially because I've never been approached on the B bomb site like that. So well played to PRX. Kind of unfortunate. That's how it played out, but you know, happens.
Yeah, honestly, props to PRX. I felt like their attack style was a little bit different, where they actually drawn out the rounds a little bit, and it wasn't as obvious as we thought it would be. But I would say like there might have been some moments of like in both maps where our discipline kind of like broke down and we were like over rotating and like overcompensating. The comms weren't as clear as to what we're trying to do. But you know, props to them for making that confusion happen. But yeah.
Right. I have a second question. This goes to Trent. Before Toronto, you were on perma Tejo duty. Do you think the meta shift coming into Toronto was a factor into today's defeat? And how do you see Tejo at?
I don't think it was a factor in our defeat. I think, like everyone has said, they played really well, and we didn't adapt fast enough. We couldn't fix our problems fast enough until it was too late. But I think they nerfed Tejo to the ground. So he probably won't be played at all.
All right, thank you.
Hi, Command here, big fan since Reykjavik 22. I have a question for Josh. You guys force the economy a lot with stingers, and that's a big part of your guys' play style now. Why do you think other teams haven't adopted that, even though it seems to work pretty well for you guys?
Well, like anything, it's you got to understand the personnel. I know that my guys know how to play the stinger. We know how to play the low econ weapon, so we change the math, so to speak. I know they can win a gun round or a rifle fight. It doesn't feel like a 50-50. And in a certain range, it feels like this is like 80-20 fight sometimes. The way he shoots a stinger, it just evaporates people. So we're just trying to leverage that as much as we can. But I realize like sometimes it does backfire on us. Like if we don't convert those rounds, then we're in a little bit of a hole. So we got to make plans around that. But
Great.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
My question is, I know this is bump in the road for Team's Golden Era, but who do you expect to face? And who are some key players that you're gonna look out
Who was it directed to?
for? And
Anyone?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna play who's it, XLG or Sen? Give me Sen. Just let me eliminate them and I'll be happy.
okay if I ask another question?
We are short of time, so we have another question here. Thank you.
Hello, Sierra Zobi, freelance esports commentator. This question can go to anybody on the team. You guys have been in Toronto for a couple of weeks. So I was just curious if we could maybe get a breakdown, like percentage-wise, of what your schedule has been, like towards practice, towards media, towards free time, just to see kind of how that time's been spent since you got here.
Yeah, our schedule has been somewhat inconsistent depending on if we have media day or tech check, but normally we've been compensating for early matches, waking up around 9 a.m.
Please hear it out your speaker for a second.
And and then yeah, we do this team VOD review session, 3 to 4 scrims, and then keep it short sometimes, but some days we have long days.
I'm gonna give it a second until the music kind of goes away, so I can hear you guys. Sorry, but hey, Ravish or Ravish from here. A quick question to y'all. Sorry, understanding that today's been an actually tough day, but you guys have an iron mental and able to bounce back every single time. One thing I was more curious about was on the personal side, maybe a lighter side as well too. One word the entire team seems to have adopted and put on part of the vernacular. You guys are a bunch of Gerbers, is what I've seen so far. Now, has there anything else that you've also been able to take to heart in terms of the actual Toronto slang that you have pushed into your day-to-day language?
What else? A lot of Krowskis thrown around in the prac room.
A lot of Crodies, I bet. Yeah.
We I call him Leaf Gerbet sometimes. If he's looking good on a day, I'll call him a Gerbet.
Hey, you Lewis, yeah. Leaf is like that still. Yeah. All right. I mean, I was really about it. So if anybody else had one, no worries. But it. Appreciate you guys taking your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Now we are going to try with Rabia in the call. Can you try again?
Hey, can you hear me now? Hello.
Yes, we can't hear you. Okay, it seems that we are having an audio problem. So Sierra, can you go with another question here?
Yeah, this question goes to either Josh or to Valen. It's now about your split attack. I know the defense was asked about earlier. You got caught off guard a little bit in the early rounds by the proactivity of PRX during that kind of thinking or planning phase G2 is known for, using to set up very clean execs. How did that change the speed and calling for the rest of the half to come out of it up 7-5?
I mean, my perspective of the game is a bit different. I would say I didn't really get caught off by their pace change. That's just VALORANT. Like we take a piece of the map and they try to fight back for other map control. We know like people are known for that. I would say the one play that they did is when like Forsaken walked through his own B main smoke early, and that was definitely a catch off guard. But that was like a welcome to the server moment for me and Jonah because you know, PRX is known for those plays. But I felt in control. That's why we got the 7-5, regardless of the back and forth. But yeah, that early Forsaken round was just like a welcome to Toronto, welcome to the server, let's go. And I was ready. So
Thank you and good luck in the lower bracket.
thank you.
Now, yes, please type your questions on the chat. Ravish is going to help us to read the question. So Rabia, can you help us, please, with your questions on the chat?
I'll wait to see whenever the questions come in, and then I'll direct it towards the person as soon as we can. Thank you all for your patience. I appreciate it.
Well, do you want to ask a question?
By all means, yeah. Until while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and ask a follow-up question too. My question is for Jajba. I find you consistently have both in and out of the server, especially with how you've grown as a player. I wanted to talk a bit about your time in Toronto so far and how you've been locking in to make sure that you are your best self.
Yeah, definitely. I've been just like spamming the gym. It's been like a week, took like a couple days off of the gym, and just getting like that mental prep ready for myself because of you have to like get your mental correct. Otherwise, it's like it's a long game. It's a long series, a long tournament. Just kind of keeping that same like active mind. Like when you wake up, having that early walk if you need for the sunlight, like getting all those things that add up to the big picture, which is like this long journey that we have. It's like that's kind of what we're working on. Besides that, just DMing, practicing, learning the lineups I need for my characters I have, and then just chill with the boys, get the chem right, get the feels right. Like I think that's the most important thing, and then that's what I try to carry throughout my day. Yeah.
Noted. Thank you. So this is from Rabia to Coach Josh. As a coach, can you explain what will be the process moving forward when it comes to fixing problems that the team made today and the overall mental of the team? Everyone is looking pretty positive despite the loss. So I think half your work is already done.
Yeah, I mean, after a loss like this, like knowing that we have one life left, I think that's it's actually a good thing for us. Increases the urgency. We know we're in a do or die situation. And I can tell like the focus in the players, like they just want to play another match, right? So like the process is just let's spot review a little bit. Let's make sure our game plans are set correctly. Let's make sure those like those errors that we're making are not going to be repeated. Figure out if there's a theme or not, and then just go into the next game.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next question from Shia Wager to Josh as well. You talked about picking Lotus to exploit PRX's weaknesses on that map. Did you find successes in hitting on those weaknesses? If not, how did PRX make it challenging to exploit all those weaknesses?
So, I mean, without explaining too much, I think they're not using an agent or two agents that is normally played in Lotus. So there's a reason why those two agents were always a staple. Were we successful in exploiting that? Not really. Some rounds we were, and we kind of knew where they were going and like how they're going to exploit, how we're going to exploit it. But other rounds, like it's mostly them playing really well to put that pressure on us and kind of losing sight of like what they were doing, which is the main thing that we're exploiting. We should know more than them in terms of how they're running around their attack, but we didn't. So that's on us, really.
Thank you, Josh. Question from Valen from Arnab. This was your first game of Masters. Compared to PRX's fifth game, how much of that factor did that affect today, if any at all? Do you think in the buy in a tournament like this is a boon and a curse?
Yeah, it's like double-edged sword. I mean, being a competitor myself, I know that ramping up into a tournament, it's about going through the mistakes and fixing them and getting better throughout the tournament. That's what creates the strongest teams. unfortunately today, like it was our first game while they had a lot of moments of, losing, winning, and they got momentum. So yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword to go into the playoffs, but it's not an excuse because I was happy with it. It gives us more preparation time. It gave us more time to hide some of our new comps when there's a new meta. So there's definitely its benefits, but the weaknesses is like, as a performer, sometimes you can't catch that fire on stage and carry it throughout the game. So, tough loss today, but it was something that I kind of knew in the back of my mind, like we might start slow or whatever, just have shakeups, but it is what it is. And I think next game will be a lot better.
Small follow-up to Valorant as well too from Rabia. Is what shocked you today against PRX that you think you guys weren't ready for as a team?
Nothing, honestly. I feel like we were ready for a lot of their plays. I mean, like I stated earlier in the interview, I felt like they had a really sick idea of approaching me on B, on split, and I was kind of caught off guard by that. But nah, I was expecting everything. But they just played really good Valorant. I mean, they played better than us. They deserve the win. Everything, all kudos to them. But I can't say that I came into this match unprepared or that I came into this match not knowing what to expect here.
And final question from Pedro Romero to Valorant as well. Sorry, Jake. Given that this match marked the first time since Champions 2024 that your team has faced PRX, with Patman's inclusion, is there a difference in their game and obstacles that they showed? If so, how much has their approach changed?
As a style, I feel like they play relatively the same, but they have improved. I know they have some behind the scenes coaching to improve their macro in general. So they've looked like a better understanding team. And Patman, he had his X factor moments. He had a lot of big rounds. He had a lot of, just key kills, especially on me. Like, I know like even Jogmo was like, yo, can someone sit this Patman guy down? Like, I'm not doing it. And so he had a game today. And, Mind Freak is also capable, but Patman really stepped up today. So congrats to him. And he looks like he's fitting in well with the squad.
Thank you, Ravish, for helping us with the questions. And thank you too for being here with us. Good luck in your match. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone here. We appreciate you
Thank
guys. Thank you.
Now to the media online, we are going to try to fix this problem.